back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin, and we got another She-Ra video. Be sure to check out my She-Ra reviews. I did every episode from season 1 all the way to season 2, even covered a couple of stories. Be sure to check all those out. And apparently we have a new short of some kind. I wouldn't even have known about this if it wasn't for my Discord server. You guys are awesome. Let me know stories to cover when things pop up. And thanks for everyone over there who shared this video with me. And it's called Swiftwind Adventures Unicorn Training. And I guess all these little shorts that are going to be coming out are going to be Swiftwind focused. And anyone who knows anything about Swiftwind, he's very loud. He makes a lot of not funny jokes. He's a communist. I don't know why that was important to make him that way, but he is. And he's going to help Perfuma's people learn how to fight in this short, or learn how not to fight. We open up and we have the same thing that Perfuma was doing in season 1, where instead of actually training to fight or making weapons or doing anything, they just meditate. And they just, the whole joke is, oh, find your inner spirit. And of course, no one can find their inner spirit because they don't have a fighting spirit of any kind. And they're looking around, and even Perfume's like, so has anyone found their spirit? And then everyone's just like looking around because they don't know what the hell they're doing. They have no idea. Even though they fought before in season 1, they kind of, helped She-Ra a little bit. It was goofy, but they helped fight. And apparently they forgot how to do all these things. Swiftwind just comes out of the sky. He just so happened to be in the area. I don't know if he heard their meditation energy or if he just so happened to be flying around. He plops down and he's like, oh, I'm the official horse of everything and I'm going to help you out. And this is where this is supposed to be funny, I guess. There's 2 jokes actually made me laugh. He makes a joke about, oh, you guys came to the right person. And then that one blonde guy who seemed to do all the talking in that season 1 episode, he's like, you came to us. Okay, that's kind of funny. That made me smile. But everything else isn't funny. He's I sing songs and right wrongs. He sang a little tune with She-Ra in season 2, and apparently he's supposed to be has a musical number in season 3, according to like Twitter leaks or whatever. But this which brings me to the question: when the hell did this take place? Is this post season 1? Is it after season 2? Because if we remember, at the end of season 2, it ended with Shadow Weaver like above Adora's bed, so we had no idea what she's gonna do. She's gonna kidnap her, she's gonna sap her powers, she's gonna attack her. I'm hoping this isn't after season 2 because it kind of ruins that suspense or whatever little there is. So I'm guessing, since everyone's acting like an idiot still, this is post season 1, pre season 2. This might even be in that Swiftwind book that's going to be coming out, I think next month. But he comes down and he's just, oh, I can do all these great things, and oh, I liberate apples, and he like starts eating a whole bucket of apples. Like, that's supposed to be funny. Then everyone's super skeptical of Swiftwind because what's he gonna do? He's just a horse. And then here's some horse ass for you, for your viewing pleasure. He's going to train them how to fight, and we get a lot of stupid faces. Swiftwind is nightmare fuel, pretty much. Like he's an ugly horse. Just normal. Then he makes these weird faces that are even like super scary looking. So he shows them. He even does a thing like he says, "Oh, montage time." So he's breaking the 4th wall. Is Swiftwind aware? See, kind of like how Deadpool is aware he's in a comic book, and even in the movies, he knows he's in a movie, like in a weird way. So does Swiftwind know this is a cartoon? Like, why even say montage time? Like, why even do that? But he's showing them how to fight like a horse. So he like bucks this dummy, and then he like shows them, and you get more horse ass. And then all the people in the village are doing the horse kick thing, because I don't know what was Swiftwind trying to show them, like, oh, this is how you attack. When you tell use your arms, don't do exactly what I'm doing, because even he looks surprised. So I'm assuming he didn't want them to do that, but I guess he gives up on that. Then he's like, oh, look how fast I can move my wings like wind, and then like blow over the dummies. Why even show them this? At least the kicking thing is like a physical, they can punch, would be their equivalent. what's their equivalent to this weather flapping of their wings? So they're trying to like use their arms to knock over the dummies, and they're like getting super tired. And there's this fat guy. How does a person who lives in the woods and eats twigs all day get fat? Like, how's that even possible? But Swiftwood's like, whoa, like he doesn't say it, but the look at his face is like, you freaking dummies. Then I guess he's trying to show them that if you eat apples, you get strong, because he like eats a whole bushel of apples, and then he like, I don't know, does a arm flex thing and makes a weird face. So it took me 2 or 3 times watching this to figure out what the hell he was trying to show them. I'm thinking that's what it is. So they all start eating apples. Then one girl uses the apple as like a weapon, like target practice. And Swiftwood's like, oh, you freaking idiot. You're supposed to eat the apples and you get big muscles. Then you see 2 horns clash. I'm like, what's this? He gave them fake horns, and they're like, they're using their fake horns to like fight. Well, that's a real good way to lose an eye. But I'm glad they're using their top horns and not their lower horns. So it's like they're training with horn fighting, and then Swiftwood's just so proud of himself. Oh, I showed these people how to fight. And if you're in big trouble, you can summon She-Ra. I know they have like a psychic link, but I didn't think it like worked that way, but I guess it does, and he makes another horrific face. So all the other villagers are trying to do their summon of She-Ra thing, so they all look constipated. And then Perfuma is the only one to say, hey, thank you, Swiftwind, for helping, but I don't think you're helping. And then we get Swiftwind gives Perfuma the bedroom eyes for some reason. And it's, she's just trying to explain how stupid this whole situation is. Then the weirdest part of the episode, some random Horde soldier comes running out of the woods, and this animation, it doesn't fit anything we've seen in this whole entire series. And this Horde soldier's the only one who's animated this way. It's really weird. I'm going to run the clip so you guys can see it. And explain to me, what the hell did we just look at? And the sound effect of him like screaming, it sounds like royalty-free sound effects that you get from the YouTube creators studio. It's so cheap sounding. But he just wildly runs at one of the blonde dude, the surfer guy. He headbutts him with the horn. So he stabbed him. And from this screenshot, it looks like he stabbed him right in the crotch. That's a one hit right there. That's a takeout. He gets stabbed in the groin, flies back. Then there's one girl bent over, and hey, that's nice. She's bent over, waiting to mule kick him, and then boom, 2 hits, and he's down for the count. And Swiftman's like, oh, I showed him how to do that. She-Ra comes falling out of the. Before that, he makes another horrific face. This is gonna be the thumbnail. My God, this effing horse is so ugly. She-Ra comes falling out of the sky, like the Incredible effing Hulk with her gigantic thighs. It's ridiculous. Where did she come from? It's crazy because Swiftwind and She-Ra are never really around each other. Swiftwind's always out, trying to free horses of their servitude, and She-Ra's just usually doing whatever she's doing. So she must have been nearby. I'm thinking what happened was when he summoned She-Ra, she was like running through the forest or whatever, ran into that soldier, he ran away, and that's why he rushed into the village so haphazardly. But she shows up and she has her sword out, and she's like, oh, I'm going to help you guys. And they're like, oh no, we took care of it. And right here, this screenshot, someone accidentally gave She-Ra breasts. Like, she actually has a curve there, which is not present in any other shot. But Swiftwind flies away and says, he does the whole for the honor of Grayskull thing. And this is the one actual funny joke that actually made me chuckle a little bit. The surfer guy's like, who's Grayskull? Because they have no idea what that is. Even though She-Ra says it all the time, I don't think anyone's even brought it up. Like, what the hell's Grayskull? Is it a place? Is it a person?
For the honor of Grayskull!
Who's Grayskull?
So that was an actual funny joke. And that's the end of this little short. It's 3 minutes long, but it feels like it was like an hour. That's how ridiculous this whole situation was. And yeah, we learned nothing. One funny joke that was kind of a haha kind of funny. And then Perfuma's people just being worthless. I'm trying to figure out how or why any of them act the way that they do. They already went through a big battle where, they use like buckets and plants and stupid crap to fight off, but they kind of knew what they had to do. They had to actually fight the Horde. Now they're back to just praying about it, meditating about it. Like, well, huh? And Perfuma has all kinds of cool magic. Like in season 2, she was making plant golems and vine stuff and everything. And she's not going to teach her people any of this stuff. I don't know. It's like she's been in combat. They can't do like the elemental stuff that she can, but she can show them, how to be in combat and how to defend themselves. But she reverted back to season 1 Perfuma, which is just weird. Let's talk about the things that I liked. It's not many. Some of the art is okay. I like this blonde girl right here. I think it's some of these background character designs are actually kind of cool. I like the blonde girl. I think she has a really fun design. The girl with the red hair looks okay. The blonde guy's funny just because he's an idiot, like stupid funny. Some of the faces and facial expressions that Perfuma makes are okay. Not the best in the world. And then the one funny joke at the end. So those are the things that I like. Not many. But if this is a preview for what's to come, I think there's a couple more of these shorts. But yeah, if you want 3 minutes of nothing and you're just dying for more She-Ra, you could just skip this. It's not good enough to watch. It's meaningless. Nothing. It adds nothing to the story. It could happen anytime because there's nothing about this little short that it's like, oh, this happened after this event and they learned something from it. No, nothing. They just act like idiots the whole time. It just goes to show you that Perfuma's people are gonna die soon, and that's the end of that because they're never gonna be able to defend themselves. Wouldn't it be funny if they kept these unicorn horns and they actually fought like horses, like in season 3? So like, oh, remember that short that you watched? Oh, it actually added up to something. I doubt it, but I think it would be pretty funny if like at least one of these people keeps like their horse, I don't know, horse kung fu or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this was terrible. It made me appreciate Carmen Sandiego so much more. Why can't we have some shorts with that show? At least that was going towards something. At least that ended with me actually wanting to know where these characters go. But it just seems like Netflix is, 1000% behind She-Ra. They're pushing that show, and I don't even know what's happening with Carmen Sandiego. So it's going to be just from Netflix. It's going to just be She-Ra, and season 3 starts next month or at the end of next month. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a couple more of these. And yeah, terrible horse. Thanks for watching, guys. Join the Discord server. Hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast. There should be links for everything in the description below. And see you guys later. I'm going to go punch a horse. Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server. Link in the description below.